Hello everyone, welcome back to the online classes of Upper Public School, Kalburgi. I am Jyothi, your English mentor. So today I will be continuing the second lesson, that is the Emperor's new clothes. The Emperor's new about here the second part I will be what is the lesson number 2, the Emperor's new clothes. So here what happened in the first part? What were the characters and all? This all I'll be telling you what happened. First, there was an emperor who was fond of all the clothes, and how he was fond of all new clothes, and every hour he used to change his clothes, and what all he used to do, how he used to how he wore the clothes and took a rounds in the city on the street to so that the people would admire him. All the things, how he was fond of the clothes, how the rogues or the weavers who came to the emperor and said that they will be going to do how they will be doing the clothes, how they are ready to make the clothes and what sort of clothes and all. The emperor was very happy, and how the emperor sent a minister to look after what the work was being done by the weavers. And now we'll go to the next part. So what happened? See, now the characters we will be coming across today is the little child and the little child's father. This is the little child and the little child's father, and how they they'll come across the story. Minister. Now, I request all my little children to open page number 26. Page number 26, and take your pencil and put it over here as I read. Please follow me. So, minister, look, your majesty, look at the beautiful design. So, now the minister and the king, both the emperor, both came to see about the rogues, what they were doing, how the clothes were getting done. So, emperor thinking, what is this? So, even the emperor thought, what is this? So, I cannot see anything. So, I cannot see anything over here. Anything at all. Am I not fit to be emperor? Am I a fool? So, he thinks, okay, am I a fool? Or am I not fit to be an emperor? See how, to what extent the self-confidence of a person is moving around here. You can see that. So, emperor, yes, it is very pretty. I am very happy. So again, even he pretends, okay, that he could see the cloth. Yes, it is very pretty and I am very happy. Then again, the narrator comes here. The narrator says, see, the narrator is just narrating the story. Now they asked the emperor to wear a suit made from his cloth in a great parade that was soon to take place. So they all requested all the people requested to wear the clothes which were made up of the looms, which the rogues did and which weavers had made. So weavers, the clothes are ready. So weavers say the clothes are ready. Emperor, this is wonderful. Let me put on my new suit. So he'll say, okay, this is wonderful. I'll put on my new clothes. So let me put on my new suit, whatever you have done. So, weavers, see, here is the coat. So, they are pretending. So, see, here is the coat. There is nothing actually, but still they are trying to pretend. Yes, here is the cape. So, cape, I'll tell you what is cape. Cape means a loose coat that hangs from shoulders. It is like an overcoat or the loose coat which hangs. The emperors usually used to wear all the elaborate clothes. They had, like usually the long ago, the emperors wore the British emperors had lovely clothes with all the color combinations, beautiful color combinations, gorgeous color combinations, what they used to wear. But now it's not, so they are made quite simpler but still quite elegant, isn't it? So now your what is it? Cape. So here's the cape. So cape I said you. Now here are trousers. Here, so again he puts, it's just an imagine. Here are the trousers. Who gave this? The weavers. So, minister, it is marvelous. So it is, they say, it's marvelous. Now again, what do you mean by marvelous? Marvelous. Marvelous is a extremely good of a good quality. What's good quality? Like, okay, you have worn a very marvelous saree today. You're looking very pretty. So that marvelous saree, that is of a very good quality. That's looking really good. That way you say, ma'am, you're wearing a very marvelous saree and you're looking very pretty. So you appreciate your teacher whenever she has worn a good saree. So that way. So narrator, and yet all the time they could not see anything. All the time there was nothing there, but still they were pretending as if he was wearing the cape or the coat, the trousers, everything. Because there was nothing. The emperor took off his clothes and the robes pretended to put on each new garment as it was ready. See, all they are pretending. Who? The robes, the emperor, and the minister. I don't know what he is doing over here. You see? Now, minister, how handsome his majesty looks in his new suit. So even minister is praising as actually there are no clothes at all, but still he's praising. Okay, sir, your majesty, you're looking really good. You look like your new suit really looks good. Now the narrator. The emperor turned round and round. So this way, he turned round and round. As you stand in front of the mirror and take a round and just look how your clothes are looking. Is it good? That way. Yes. I'm the emperor. The emperor turned round and round in front of the mirror and looked and nodded his head. He said, "Oh yes, I'm really looking good." This way, as you all appreciate when you're standing in front of mirror and you will be looking at yourself and admiring yourself. That time you feel, yes, I'm really looking good. That way. So who felt this? The emperor. Now, emperor, I am ready. Now emperor says, I am ready for the procession. You see, what now will come across. The emperor marched along the streets. So he marched along the streets. And all his officers marched behind him. All the officers marched behind him. Who? The emperor. Now people on the streets. Now people on the streets. People on the streets also was leftover. Now here, people on the streets. People on the street. These were people who participated in the procession. Now, what happened? See, now see what the emperor the emperor marched along the streets, and all his officers marched behind him. People on the streets. How handsome the emperor's clothes are! What a perfect fit! What marvelous colors! So even people on the street started appreciating him. Yes, you're really so. His Majesty is looking so good in his new clothes. He is looking very marvelous. And said, no, now narrator. No, no one wanted to say that they could not see anything. Actually, the emperor was he was not wearing any new clothes, but still, it was as if all were pretending as if they could see the new clothes and it was looking very good. The clothes were looking good, good on the emperor. They were afraid that people would think they are stupid. So they were afraid that people would think they are stupid. Stupid is they are not sensible. So this way, people all are afraid about like what they would think about. So this happened. Now again, the little child. There was a little child. Now comes this little child in the story. So, but he was nothing. He says, but he has nothing on. So who says this? This little child is very innocent. He gives a simple opinion, his sincere opinion. He says, okay, there is nothing. What he says, but he has nothing on. The emperor has nothing on. He's not wearing. People are still appreciating his and admiring his clothes, and they are just like giving. They are like so happy. They are appreciating what they are actually doing. He was just this little child was quite like surprised. What's happening? Now see, turn towards the page next page, that is page 7. Now little child's father, hush, hush, he says, don't talk, don't talk. When he pointed out the emperor and he said he's not wearing anything, then this man says, his father says, don't talk, don't do that. Now the narrator. But the people began to whisper to one another what the child has said. So as he said a bit louder, all the people amongst themselves, they started discussing, okay, something is gone wrong. What the child has told is right, maybe. All started discussing. So people on the streets, he has nothing on. A child says he has nothing on. He has nothing. So all the same thing. He has nothing on. He is not. The king is emperor's king is not wearing any. Emperor is not wearing any new clothes. So narrator, the emperor heard what they said, and he shivered. So emperor heard what all were saying, and he was like quite. Oh, he was like really what happened. She was sure. He shivered. Then he knew that their words were true. So he got to know that his words, all the people who were speaking, their words were true. But it was never to do to stop the procession. So it was at that point of time, he was not at that time, he could not stop the procession because all the people were around. People were around. What do you mean by procession? I'll just tell you. Procession is a line of people moving slowly as a part of an event. It's like we all will be moving like in the same direction towards as a part of an event. Like there's an you can say that emperor is moving. So all were moving just behind him. All were looking around him. All on the street there was a good crowd. So we can't stop all of a sudden about that he is or not. The thing, the event must go on. He felt to the emperor. He knew that their words were true, but he would never do to stop the procession. And so he held himself stiffer than ever. Stiffer than ever, this way, stiffer than ever. He hold himself. He never put his head down or anything. His body language never changed. He put himself stiffer and moved. So, and behind him, his officers carried the invisible train. So behind him, the people, the officers carried his invisible train. Now what is train? Train is, see again, it's a long part that is attached to the back of someone's clothes. As I said you all that the emperors in the British, like long ago, they used to wear all the elaborate clothes. The overcoat, which was having a long train, a long cloth. So that was they carried. Who carried? The officers carried. So here it ends. Here the story ends. Hope you all enjoyed listening to the story with by the same time following the textbook. So thank you for watching. Happy reading, my children. Take care.